Okay, I've got 12 o'clock noon. Call the monthly meeting of the Bradley County Regional Planning Commission into order. Thank you all for being here. Look forward to the meeting. Janie, would you call the roll?
Janie Bishop, present. Richard Burnett.
Here.
Doug Kaywood.
Here.
Mel Griffith.
Here.
Randy Howard.
Here.
Keith Jones. Joe Lee.
Here.
Max Phillips.
Here.
Josh Rogers.
Here.
Full house of 9.
Okay, thank you all for being here. Approval of the minutes. I know we have a couple of corrections on our minutes that we're going to work on those. So we'll do that real quick on those. We had Keith and Randy making a motion on something, and that got transposed. They were actually not at the last meeting, so we'll get those corrected. Unless y'all didn't make those an abstention. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll get that corrected. Other than that, are there any other additions or deletions to the minutes?
There was one other correction on me voting a negative on the rezoning of the property on
Oh, that's right.
Freewheel.
Okay, that you voted yes.
I voted.
Okay, so we'll get those corrected. Any other additions, deletions, or corrections to the minutes? Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the minutes as
Okay.
corrected.
All right.
Second.
Motion and a second. Would you call the roll?
Janie Bishop, approved. Richard Burnett.
Yes.
Duff Kaywood. Mel Griffith.
Yes.
Randy Howard.
Yes.
Keith Jones.
Yes.
Joe Lee.
Yes.
Max Phillips.
Yes.
Josh Rogers.
Yes.
9 approved.
Okay, our first order of new business is for the Truett Reserve subdivision preliminary plat. This plat appears to meet all requirements and subdivision regulations and zoning resolutions. Is there anyone on the committee that has questions or anything to discuss or anything? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak for or against this? Yes, sir. Would you approach the mic and state your name, and you have 5 minutes.
Yeah, I won't take very long. My name is Tom Whitsitt. I'm the engineer for the district for the project. This is kind of a career project. It was approved 10 years ago, and then again 3 years ago, and the financing has been a problem for it. So, but finally, it looks like they finally got it now. Originally, it was approved for 25 lots, and when we got to the design, we found that there was so much water in the lower portion of it that we had to leave out part of it. So now we're only looking at 10 or 12 or 13 lots. But they're basically, the lots are exactly the same as they were, except that some of them are gone. And we appreciate your help. Thank you.
Okay. Any question, Mr. Witzman? Okay. All right.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve by Max Phillips. Second by Commissioner Rogers. All right. Would you call the roll, Janie?
Janie Bishop, approved. Richard Burnett.
Yes.
Doug Kaywood.
Yes.
Mel Griffith.
Yes.
Randy Howard.
Yes.
Keith Jones.
Yes.
Joe Lee.
Yes.
Max Phillips.
Yes.
Josh Rogers.
Yes.
9 approved.
Thank you. Okay, our next is the zoning resolution amendment for flood damage prevention resolution. I'm going to turn this over to Bentley.
Yes, FEMA in conjunction with the Corps of Engineers has developed new flood maps. Our current maps do not have base flood elevation listed in a lot of locations, but the studies that they did looked at the Candies Creek and the Mouse Creek tributaries, and these new maps have the base flood elevation data available, so they'll be a lot better than the ones we have now. And we have to treat this like a rezoning, so what it will need is a recommendation from you guys to the county commission. I'll answer any questions y'all have.
Did everyone get the packet in your email and have a chance to look over? Yes. It is good bedtime reading. Any questions of Bentley? Any discussion among the committee? Yes. We'll entertain a motion to approve or deny. Okay, have a motion and a second. Keith made the motion. Call the roll, please.
Janie Bishop, approved. Richard Burnett.
Yes.
Doug Kaywood. Mel Griffith.
Yes.
Randy Howard.
Yes.
Keith Jones.
Yes.
Joe Lee.
Yes.
Max Phillips.
Yes.
Josh Rogers.
Yes.
9 approved.
Okay, thank you. All right, our next order of business is the use permit on review for a public hearing. This is Dean Helston on 242 Cahulla Road. down in the 6th District, asking for a review of an operation of a gun range on the property. Is there anyone here that would like to speak on behalf of the property request? All right, would you step to the microphone, state your name? You have 5 minutes.
Yes, I've never done this, so I don't know exactly what we're doing, but my dad told me to come here. We're just looking to.
State your name for the record, please?
Derek Helston.
Okay, thank you, Eric.
So we're looking to create a gun range in a safe and fun environment to train people to use gun safety, because as we've seen in the news and everything else, there's a lot of guns and everyone in this town is around guns, and we need to train people more and equip them to be able to use guns safely, and that's we're just looking for be able to use that and set up situations where we're able to train people safely.
Is there any questions of Mr. Helsman that you'd like to ask from the committee? Okay. All right, sir. Would you step forward and state your name, please? You have 5 minutes.
My name's Stephen Mathis. I live across the road, 251 Kahala Road. I've known Dean Helston for 25 years. He built my house. I've been in the drug and alcohol rehab ministry since 2001. Jail ministry all along the way. I believe strongly in what the Helston family wants to do here. Men have little opportunity to do man things. And I believe strongly that what can be done there, the fellowship that can be created there, the training that can be taken there is hugely needed in our society. I run a men's group here in Cleveland called Wholehearted Men. And you can tell in a very short period of time, if you understand, if you see the signs, the difference in how men are raised and the activities they were involved in growing up and who was the primary influence in their life. And I can tell you that young men in general need and did need much more male influence in their life than they got. And Mr. Helston wants to create an environment that's primarily for men with a Christian background, some Christian influence, and an environment where men can be men. It's not for men, but women are not to be excluded. But our emphasis on the ministry end of it is men. So I would vote strongly that this would pass.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Is there anyone else here that would like to speak on behalf of the property? Yes, sir. Would you step up? Yes. For the property. Okay. Or for the rezoning, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's,
Yes, we'll step up and,
Richard, it's not a rezoning. It's
I'm
use
sorry,
permitted on review.
I'm sorry, I misspoke when I said rezoning. I apologize. That's my mistake.
My name's Tony Smith. My property adjoins is across the street from theirs, 169 Kahala Road and also 523 Straw Hill Church Road. We have young people from our church come out. It's kind of like Boy Scouts. We call it Pathfinders. We're Adventist. And to have kids come out and camp and stuff with the constant gunfire, of course, kind of takes away from the real environment. Not only that, but my mom lives at 169 Kahala Road. My sister is a veteran with PTSD. She comes down once a month and spends time with my mom, days or weeks. And it would be a very big hardship for her, having PTSD, to hear the gunshots continuously. So I'm against. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to speak? State your name and,
Mike Watson. I'm representing my wife, Edie Watson. They have property at 506, she owns property at 506 Stone Reagan Road, which was handed down to her from her father who passed away, but her mother still lives on the property. The problem with the gun range is, one, I don't think anybody's even seen a drawing on how they attempt to try to keep it safe. We have cattle on the property that joins them. Several neighbors have cattle around them, chicken houses, gas tanks. A lot of kids get out and ride their ATVs in the fields next to them. There's already a lot of guns and shooting going on that property anyway, from my understanding, which you can't stop. But from a safety standpoint, it just doesn't seem fair to the community. For one, I think it would drive down the value of people's farms. If they ever did try to sell it or had to sell it with a gun range going on. I think there's a gun range on Lead Mine Valley Road that if they want to partner up with them, it's already active. It's probably less than 10 miles from there now. From that standpoint, but speaking on the character of the gentleman that's trying to do this, I mean, my wife has a felony case against him that'll be going to court the 25th this month, where he called me and asked me if he could come on the property and cut some trees down because he'd opened up a sawmill, and we specifically told him no, and then come to find out he crossed the creek and cut them down anyway. So we have a police report and a court hearing on the 25th of this month. So if we're talking about character, trying to help people, I don't think that's the type of people that need to be opening a gun range. Thank you.
thank you, sir. Anyone else like to speak? State your name and you have 5 minutes, please.
I'm Nicole Poltz. I live across from them on 409 Broadchurch Road. So 2 years ago, there was shooting behind the property. I have to say it was not Dean who was shooting, but we literally had bullets flying around our heads. Even the neighbor across from our road came, and we had to go over. They were shooting over the hill, and I'm just scared of the safety. I think, I speak for everybody, we are not against guns, but the safety and the constantly bang, bang, bang. I moved out because I like it quiet. I like it quiet. I like the country. I like the freedom. So yeah, so I'm against it.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak against the use of the property? Oh, you're fine if you state your name and you got 5 minutes, sir.
My name's Kevin Morris. I live on 2680 Straw Hill Road. Now, I know that's a little bit off from his property. However, it's a little bit across from him. I was going to come here, say my piece. I don't have to. What I do want to say is everything that gentleman said, I was going to say. He is correct. That is what I was wanting to say. Then this girl said exactly what I was going to say, because that was what I was going to say that the gentleman was doing the other day, well, a few times ago. And I was kind of very upset when my granddaughter was very scared, and I had to calm her down, and I was wanting to go off, but instead I just took her home and calmed her down. And I wanted to get irate, but I didn't. I calmed her down, and I don't think it's correct that they need to have that down in that location with all the livestock and, like he said, the chicken houses and all the children, elderly. Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak against the? Okay, discussion amongst the committee members or questions. By the way, I have to recuse myself on the vote because of a business relationship, so I have to I can't vote on it. Yes, sir, Dr. Mel.
How many members of the commission remember the last time we approved one of these? Is anybody here then? Just to refresh your memory, we approved one down on Dalton Pike. It drove the sound drove the neighbors crazy. We had people even from across the Red Hill Road. Every meeting we had people up here complaining about it. We realized we made a mistake, but once you've done it, you can't take it back. It's permanent. So with that experience, I can't support another one.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
thank you. Bentley, couple questions. Are you the owner of, do you want to answer questions? Okay, I'm just trying to understand. So is it two ranges that you're wanting to put in? Would you mind coming to the
Yeah,
microphone
would you
so
step to the
people can
mic,
hear you?
please? Yeah, so we can hear you better.
So-
Originally, it was 2 ranges, yes, but we're going down to just 1 now.
And are you going down to just a pistol range or
Yes,
the
sir.
rifle range?
Just the pistol range.
So this document that's drawn on here, because usually when we get these, they're done by an engineer, they're laid out properly. So I'm just trying to understand, you're having a 12, it says pistol range 12-foot berm on existing hill. How big is the pistol range?
The pistol range would be 150 feet by 300.
And is it going to be in the same spot as it is here, or is it moving down to the
I don't
rifle
know where it's
range?
drawn. I don't know what drawing.
Currently, the pistol range is up here next to the shop, and there's
Yes,
a
it would
rifle
be up
range
on,
down here.
Yes, it would be up on top of that.
Is this a business or is this a nonprofit organization that you guys are
I
doing?
believe he's working towards nonprofit.
Okay. And there's animals and livestock on y'all's farm and on existing farms around, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bentley, does this recommendation, or does this, whatever it's called,
I know what you're asking.
permitted on review, does it meet all the requirements?
But one of the requirements of an outdoor shooting range is the point of discharge of any firearm shall be a minimum of 1,000 foot from any occupied structure and a minimum of 250 feet from any property lines. And the way it's drawn here, it doesn't meet that requirement.
It does not?
No.
Thank you.
I believe isn't there 2 trailers on the property as well? Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner. All right, thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. That's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Anyone else have any questions, comments amongst the committee? I would entertain, go ahead, Dr. Mel.
I just point out, I'm a member of the NRA. I'm all in favor of people being able to shoot, but you got to have the right place. You know, if you're in town and you want to have cattle, you can't. And if you're in Bradley County, it's an unfortunate consequence of it being crowded. There are just not many locations that you can have a shooting range, I don't think.
All right. Any other comments or questions amongst the committee? We'll entertain a motion to yes or no vote.
I make a motion, no.
Okay, we have a no from,
Second.
have a second from Max Phillips. Janie, would you call the roll, please?
Janie Bishop, no. Doug Haywood,
Excuse me, I didn't understand the motion.
To vote no,
no.
for the use.
Okay.
Turn
Yes, sir.
down.
Turn down, that's correct.
Mel Griffith,
Yes,
Forward.
I'm against it.
Okay, so that would be no for the
No.
use.
Yeah.
Okay,
Randy Howard,
No.
Keith Jones,
No.
Joe Lee,
No.
Max Phillips,
no.
Josh Rogers,
No.
8 no, and 1 recluse.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Next item, is there any unfinished business from the last meetings?
I was just gonna remind you guys to do your ethics disclosure that I reminded y'all of last year. I'll send an email we've got that to do, and between now and the end of the year, like I had said in the last meeting, I'm going to go to the TAPA conference, the planning conference in Franklin, Tennessee. I'm going to try to
Mr.
find out
Chairman.
more.
If you wouldn't mind, would you mind asking Bentley to just wait for a second?
Yeah.
We
sorry.
can't hear on this side.
I know,
Am I not? Okay.
I don't know what you're doing.
Hey, folks, if we could let y'all step out and carry on so we can continue on with the meeting, please. Thank you. Thank you for your attendance.
Y'all good now?
Yeah, roll.
No, the first thing I said was the ethics disclosure. I just wanted to remind y'all of that. I'll send an email about that. But then, as I stated in the last meeting, I'll be going to the state planning conference in October. And I'm hoping to find out more about what Josh has been requesting to do is the data mining and the what's the word I'm looking for? Data centers or so that we can get
Cryptocurrency, data mining, and
Yeah.
data centers.
so we can get something like that on the books. And also, I'm going to get with the development district and see when they're doing their training up here. They typically do it at the chamber and offer that to you guys as well to get your required 4 hours every year. But I'll let y'all know about that, and that's all I have.
Is
Okay,
that,
thank you.
is that what we're supposed to go to, some class or something that
Yes.
we've been missing?
Yeah, we
Yes.
did the video.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's much easier to go to the class than the video. The videos are terrible. But anyway, you just be on the record.
So these are class we're
Yeah.
scheduled.
Is there anything else for the good of the order? Hearing none, thank you guys for all your attendance and all your good questions. Meeting adjourned.